Welcome to Declare's Delight for Life tonight. I'd like to welcome you. And tonight, Decluttering allows you to be more powerful and productive. For me, being productive and powerful has been quite an experience in the last, I'd say, day or so with the water problem we've been having. Today, I had to have somebody over help me pack up a whole bathroom and part of another room and put it all out in my garage, and that's been most of the day today. I've been spending on that, and just for your perusal, the room is empty. It sounds like it's going to hollow in there, but the whole thing about it is that it's done, and I was able to handle it. And with everything else on my plate, we got it done, and that's a very powerful thing to be able to do. And one of the most powerful things and productive things we do is the decisions you make or I make. Is that when you're powerful and productive, is that it's about making effective decisions that make us be able to go farther in life, that allow us to have more prosperity in our life, great relationships, more understanding with people, more understanding about who we are and the decisions about we make about what we want to do, say, or be about in our life. A lot of it comes down to the decisions we want to have. And it's not always an easy thing to do. And for a lot of us, it's, really important for us to realize that, for life itself, that we have to make important decisions. But when we do make decisions, we have to make sure we have a clear head, because if we don't have a clear head, it's real easy not to make a powerful decision that can have a great impact on our life. And if we don't make a good decision, it's not productive at all. And what I mean by productive at all, it doesn't have a positive impact on our life in any one of our areas of mind, body, emotional, or spiritual health. And when all that's impacted, it has a great, impact on who we are and how we react to the world. And that includes me. I know with the next week coming up on Monday is going to be quite a feat, where I talk to insurance adjusters, I talk to plumbers, I talk to people. I got a whole part of my house that's going to be ripped apart. And then my boyfriend goes in for surgery on Tuesday, and he may possibly have cancer. And that's a challenge. And he goes in for another test later on to determine possibly the extent of things. And that's not an easy road to hold with a loved one who's going through that. And we're both going through health challenges at the same time. And another important thing that comes into play is our belief systems. They have a great impact on how powerful and productive we can be. Our belief systems can be, how we view the world. Are we trustworthy? Are we honest? Are we loving? Are we kind and compassionate? Are we hateful? And we see the world as something as spiteful, and that we can go nowhere, and that we'll always be stuck where we're at. The belief system, a lot of times, is up to us on what we choose about our belief system. A lot of times our belief system is dictated to us, a lot of times, by what we grew up with and such. I know some of this, I hopefully doesn't sound too drab, because I know for me, I don't like people telling me, oh no, this is so bad. I can never get out of this because I feel so bad. My belief is I'm stuck. I can't get anywhere. I'm poor. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm anxious. Well, what choices are you making with your life? What is your belief system? Is your belief system of saying, I can't? Or is it a belief system of I can or I am able to? Or is it a system of saying I'm able not to do? And to me, if you look at those two statements, those things can be extremely powerful. It was even like today. There was a lot I had to do, and I pushed myself way beyond my even physical capacities. And before I came to you on Facebook, I took a time out, I rested, I took care of myself, and then I was able to tackle more because I realized the more I push the limits and what I'm able to do, the more capable I'm able to do. And I know for you folks out there with physical challenges, you're able to do more. I know if you're willing to push the envelope too a little bit. Because I know you guys out there don't have to say, I can't. You can say, I can. Or even anybody with any other challenge in life, you can do the same thing. You can say, I can instead of I can't. Because so much people give up on those 2 points. I can't. Those 2 points. I can't. And so much of people out there are in that position. And then they expect, that life owes them a living when really in the world as we live today, it doesn't owe them a living. And that we all, in a sense, have to make our own way in this world because we never know what's around that next curve. And that leads us to the challenge of ourselves and how do we set the time and we do and that. What I mean by a challenge to ourselves is, are you willing to challenge yourself for a set time of not saying negative things to yourself, not saying I can't, you're not saying things that berate yourself, not saying negative things to other people. It's like saying a 10-day challenge or even a 7-day challenge, putting your mind in a state of positive energy. I would challenge you for 7 days. Try that. Do a mind switch. Take your mind out of negativity, switch it into positivity, and say, I can, I will, I must. And when you're able to, then you will be able to change your life greatly. Just try it. Do a 7, I would recommend a 10-day challenge to do that because you'll realize how much our belief systems and our decisions impact us when you start realizing in that challenge that what you've been doing has been impacting you. And when you do that, you'll really make that decision to really change your life because in that challenge, you'll really discover things about yourself you never thought that you were able to do. I know a challenge is a great thing to ask of you, but you need to ask of yourself what happens if you don't do that challenge for yourself. I know for me, doing challenges for myself have helped me a great deal because if I don't do challenges for myself, I find I go nowhere. I stay stuck on the tarmac. And that's kind of like where planes are at. If they stay stuck, planes get stacked up way beyond their means to be able to have planes at an airport. So they divert them to other airports. It's kind of like our life. If we stay stuck, they're going to divert things to other things in our life. And that can mean a lot of great things in your life if you stay stuck on the tarmac. Then a lot of other planes that could have landed in your life that could have been great things could be diverted to other airports. And a lot of things that you didn't want to come home to roost, come home to roost. But if they do, how we react to them has a great impact on how things happen. And so that challenge teaches us how to react to things that, in a sense, are out of our control. And doing a challenge teaches us life skills. And that's why I say, try that challenge to yourself. You know, it's an internal thing you do, but it's a promise to yourself. I know, a promise to yourself. You know, be realistic with yourself. Doesn't mean you're not going to make mistakes during that challenge to yourself, but realize that if you do challenge yourself, be honest with yourself. Don't negate that, because that honesty is the best policy to do. And in doing so, you'll be able to change your belief systems to a more positive shift, and you'll be able to make better decisions about who you are and how you handle life. And with that, I wish you a great Declutter's Delight for life, and have love, kindness, compassion, tranquility, peace, and hope. And let there be light in your eyes and in your life tonight and forevermore. And may I wish you all a great Declutter's Delight for life. And may I see you on the next one. And may I be seeing you very shortly on the pathway to recovery. And I mean that, on the pathway to recovery that is coming out really shortly. And you know what? That's all, folks.